Repede, repede, dragi telespectatori, vorbim despre medicina holistică, spiritualitatea, a sfătut legătura. Doamna doctor a venit cu 3 filmulețe. Vreau să vedeți și al doilea filmuleț despre dorință. Uitați-vă la cristalul din voce și fiți foarte atenți, pentru că aș vrea să comentăm doar un minut, pentru că aș vrea să vă mai arăt cel de-al treilea film. Sunteți de acord, doamna
Sigur
doctor?
că da, sigur
Haideți
că
să
da.
vedem cel de-al doilea film despre dorință.
Dear Sadhguru, it is well known that desire is the cause of all sorrows and tension. But being a wife and a mother, being a wife and a mother, I can't get rid of these desires. I seek your valuable advice in this regard. Thank you.
Now, it's not because you're a wife, an internal mother, that your desires have come. If you were nobody's wife, you were probably you were desiring, when you were nobody's wife, you were desiring to be somebody's wife. Now that you're somebody's wife, you desire to have a child and become a mother. Now that you have a child, now you are saying, it is these two entities which is making me desire. It is not true. If you were nobody's nothing, even then your desire would still burn within you. Is that so? Yes or no? If you're nothing to nobody in the world, still your desire would burn, isn't it? So please don't think your desires are because of your child or your husband or your family or whatever. Anyway you would desire, because that's your nature. Now, you made a statement in the question that desire is the source of all misery. Desire is not the source of all misery. Unfulfilled desire is the source of all misery. Isn't it? Isn't it so? Desires fulfilled are the source of your joy. Unfulfilled desires is the source of your misery. Now, what to do with the desire? Shall we kill the desire? I know people have been teaching you such things. You must kill all your desires. Unless you destroy your desires, your misery will not go. These teachings have come to you, isn't it? Now, if you want to destroy all your desires, all you will have is, you will have a great desire to destroy all your desires. And you will remain eternally unfulfilled. I don't want any desires. Is this a desire? Is this a desire or no? Yes. So, if you try to play tricks with this, it's not going to work. Because desire is not desiring for anything in particular. The energy which you call as desire is not different from the energy that you call as life. If you want to move from point A to point B, you need a desire, isn't it? Now, what brought you here today? It is not your bus or car or something else, it is your desire which has brought you here today, isn't it? What is it that will take you home? It is your desire which will take you home. What is it that which will make you eat? It is your desire which will make you eat. So, what you call as desire is not any different from what you call as life. The life is desire. The very basis of your life is desire, isn't it? So if I tell you kill the desire, the only way is to hang yourself. There is really no other way. Now I want to die, that is also a desire, isn't it? Yes or no? So do not deceive yourself with these things. Desire is the very essence of your life. But at the same time, you also know that desire is an unending thing. If you fulfill one, the next one will be ready. If you fulfill that, the next one will be ready. It keeps you on all the time. And obviously some desires will be unfulfilled, and those unfulfilled desires cause much misery to you. If you look at the desire, actually when we started, this is what we were looking at. We just did not use the word desire. There is something within you longing to be little more than what you are right now, isn't it? That is desire. So your desire's ultimate goal is unboundedness, the infinite nature. But because you're unaware, you are giving it an unconscious expression for the longing that is wanting to become unbounded. So you don't have to destroy your desire because you cannot. Can anybody destroy their desire? Is it possible? There is no way, because that's life. It is just that you have to make your desire into your conscious process. Right now it is functioning unconsciously, because right now your desires are not even about you. Please look at this. Right now you're living in Trivandrum or Thiruvananthapuram. Your neighbor has a big car. What is your desire? You want to have 2 cars like that. Now you don't know all these cars, you are living in a remote place and your neighbor has 1 big buffalo. What is your desire? You want to have 2 buffaloes like that. So your desire is just a reaction to the social situations in which you're living, isn't it? This is so because this longing to expand is finding unconscious expression. If you make your process of desiring into your conscious process, then desire is no more a problem. Desire is a wonderful vehicle which will take you places. Even if you want to reach the ultimate, you need a desire, isn't it? Yes or no? Anyway, the desire in you is longing for unboundedness, it is longing for unlimitedness, it is longing for the ultimate nature. You just have to bring awareness to it. If you bring awareness to your desiring process, it is a wonderful instrument. If it is finding unconscious expression, then it makes you run like madman. All the time it keeps you running endlessly. So, being a wife, being a mother, it's extremely important. Now that you're a mother, not a small responsibility. You brought another human being into this planet. Now, what kind of human being you produce is a very huge responsibility, isn't it? It is not just about reproduction. What kind of next generation you create is in your hands as a mother, isn't it? Yes? What kind of people are going to live on this planet in the next generation is decided by the mothers of today, isn't it? When such a responsibility you have, you cannot afford to live unconsciously. You must become conscious. Especially the woman must become conscious. It's very, very important.
Da, dragi telespectatori, eu sunt fără cuvinte, am putea vorbi foarte, foarte mult. O las pe doamna doctor 1 minut doar să vorbească.
Vedeți, dumneavoastră, este foarte important să înțelegem că, de fapt, dorințele noastre sunt, de fapt, această nevoie noastră de a progresa. Și toți vrem să progresăm. Nu există persoană să nu-și dorească mai mult. Acum, știți cum am putea să sintetizăm așa cumva? Că fiecare dintre noi aveam un munte de parcurs, o cărare spre Everest, să zicem. E foarte important cum facem acest drum, că e vorba de un drum al evoluției noastre. Putem să facem acest drum și să-l conștientizăm că, de fapt, nu contează când, cum ajungem, ci să ajungem, da? Și să vedem ce salturi spirituale facem pe acest drum. Sunt anumite persoane care, când fac acest drum, își pun un rucsac în spate, foarte greu, și merg așa foarte grăbiți să ajungă sus, fără să se mai ocupe de viața lor, de fericirea lor, de împlinirea lor, de relațiile cu ceilalți și sunt așa împătimiți, plini de, să zicem, foarte multă vervă să ajungă sus și trebuie să știți că s-ar putea, adică 90% e că n-ajung acolo și cad undeva mai devreme. Sunt alte persoane care, în schimb, știu cum să procedeze, își iau acest drum, își lasă dorințele să fie, dar dacă le conștientizezi, trebuie să înțelegi că nu trebuie neapărat să se întâmple într-un fel anume și n-ai așteptarea să se întâmple într-un fel anume. Poți să lași, de exemplu, divinul să-ți arate modalități diferite în care poți să-ți faci aceste dorinți, pentru că sunt foarte multe valențe aici și cum să faci? Mergi așa o perioadă, apoi mai găsești o pajiște unde să te bucuri, să fii fericit, să ai relație cu ceilalți, iar mai fai o dorință, iar mai mergi în sus. Ce-ar fi să ne bucurăm în timp ce ne și extindem, în timp ce să zicem, ne dezvoltăm noi înșine pe noi? Pentru că de cele mai multe ori uităm să facem acest lucru. Nu este decât despre a reuși, nu este decât a merge într-un anumit loc și câteodată lucrul ăsta este traumatizant și duce la depresie.
Bun, ne oprim aici, doamna doctor.
Sigur.
Eu am înțeles nemărginirea aceasta cu desăvârșirea, cu ducerea noastră către mântuire, dacă vrei, și în felul acesta.
Da.
Ne întoarcem, dragi telespectatori, cu un al treilea filmuleț și încheiem.
Despre puterea de a crea.
Everything we as human beings have created on this planet was essentially first created in our minds. All that you see, which is human work on this planet, first found expression in the mind, then it got manifested in the outside world. So one thing we need to understand is, the wonderful things that we have done on this planet and the horrible things that we have done on this planet, both have come from the human mind. So if we are concerned as to what we create in this world, it's extremely important that first of all we learn to create the right things in our mind. How we keep our minds. If we do not have the power to keep our minds the way we want it, what we create in the world is also going to be very accidental and haphazard. So learning to create our minds the way we want is the basis of creating the world the way we want. There is a wonderful story in the yogic lore. On a certain day, a man took a walk. He went for a long walk. Accidentally, unawares, he walked into paradise. Fortunate, isn't he? He just took a walk and he landed up in paradise. After this long walk, he felt little tired. So he thought, oh, I'm tired, I wish I could rest somewhere. He looked around, there was a nice tree, underneath which there was very cushiony grass. So it was inviting. He went and put his head down there and slept. After a few hours he woke up, well rested, and he thought, oh, I'm well rested, but I'm feeling hungry, I wish I had something to eat. And he thought about all the nice things that he ever wanted to eat in his life. And instantly, all those things appeared in front of him. You need to understand, there the service is like that. Hungry people don't ask questions. Food came and he ate. Stomach became full. Then he thought, oh, my stomach is full, I wish I had something to drink. All the nice things that he ever wanted to drink, he thought about it and all of them just appeared in front of him. Drinking people also don't ask questions, so he drank. Now with a little bit of alcohol in him, you know Charles Darwin told you, all of you are monkeys, your tail fell away. Not me, Charles Darwin told you that you were all monkeys and your tail fell away and then you became human. Yes, definitely the tail fell away, but the monkey… In yoga, we always refer to an unestablished mind as markata, which means a monkey. Why we are referring to the mind as a monkey is, what are the qualities of a monkey? One thing about a monkey is, it's unnecessary movement. And another thing about the monkey is, if I say you're monkeying somebody, what does it mean? Imitation. Monkey and imitation have become synonymous. So these two essential qualities of a monkey are very much the qualities of an unestablished mind. Unnecessary movement You don't have to learn it from the monkey, you can teach it to the monkey. And imitation is full-time job of the mind. So when these two qualities are on, a mind is referred to as a monkey. So this monkey became active within him. He just looked around, thought, what the hell is happening here? I asked for food, food came. I asked for drink, drink came. There must be ghosts around here, and ghosts came. Oh, the ghosts have come, they're going to surround me and torture me, he thought. Immediately the ghosts surrounded him and started torturing him. Then he started screaming in pain and said, oh, they're going to kill me, and he died. Just now he said he's a fortunate being. The problem is he was sitting under a kalpavriksha or a wishing tree. He asked for food, food came. He asked for drink, drink came. He asked for ghosts, ghosts came. He asked for torture, torture came. He asked for death, death happened. Now don't go looking for these kalpavrukshas in the forest. You can barely find a tree these days. A well-established mind, a mind which is in a state of samyukti, is referred to as a kalpavriksha. If you organize your mind to a certain level of organization, it in turn organizes the whole system. Your body, your emotion, your energies, everything gets organized in that direction. Once all these four dimensions of you, your physical body, your mind, your emotion and the fundamental life energies are organized in one direction, once you're like this, anything that you wish happens without even lifting a little finger actually. It would help to assist it with activity, but even without doing any activity, you can still manifest what you want if you organize these four dimensions in one direction and keep it unwavering in that direction for a certain period of time. Right now the problem with your mind is, every moment it is changing its direction. It is like you want to travel somewhere, and every 2 steps if you keep changing your direction, the question of you reaching the destination is very remote unless it happens by chance. So, organizing our minds and in turn organizing the whole system and these 4 basic dimensions of who you are right now in one direction, if you do this, you are a kalpavruksha yourself. Anything that you wish will happen. But right now, if you look at your lives, everything that you have wished for till now, if it happens, you have finished. Everything and everybody that you have desired for, if all of that lands up in your house today, could you live with that? So if you want to become empowered, it is also important that you become responsible as to what you ask for and what you don't. Right now the world's situation is just this, we are hugely empowered with technology. Today it doesn't take 6 billion people to destroy this planet. One man, by pressing the wrong button, can destroy the whole planet. When we are empowered like this, it's very important that our physical action, emotional action, mental action and energy actions are controlled and properly directed. If it is not so, we become destructive, self-destructive. Right now, that is our problem. The technology, which is supposed to make our life beautiful and easy, has become the source of all the problem that we are destroying the very basis of our life, which is the planet. So what should have been a boon, we are making a curse out of it. What has brought incredible levels of comfort and convenience to us in the last 100 years or so has also become a threat to our life simply because we are not conscious action, we are in a compulsive state of action. So organizing our minds fundamentally means moving from a compulsive state of activity to a conscious state of activity. You might have heard of people for whom they asked for something and beyond all expectations it came true for them. Generally this happens to people who are in faith. Now, let's say you want to build a house. If you start thinking, oh, I want to build a house. To build a house I need 50 lakhs, but I have only 50 rupees in my pocket. Not possible, not possible, not possible. The moment you say not possible, you are also saying I don't want it. So on one level you're creating a desire that you want something, on another level you're saying I don't want it. So in this conflict, it may not happen. Someone who has some faith in a god or in a temple or whatever, who is simple-minded. Faith works only for those people who are simple-minded. Thinking people, people who are too much thinking, for them it never works. A childlike person who has a simple faith in his god or his temple or whatever, he goes to the temple and says, Shiva, I want a house. I don't know how, you must make it for me. Now in his mind there are no negative thoughts. Will it happen? Will it not happen? Is it possible? Is it not possible? These things are completely removed by this simple act of faith. Now he believes Shiva will do it for him and it will happen. So is Shiva going to come and build your house? No, I want you to understand, God will not lift his little finger for you. What you refer to as God is the source of creation. As a creator, he has done a phenomenal job, there's no question about it. Could you think of a better creation than this? Is it in anybody's imagination to think anything better than what is there right now? So as a creator, he has done his job wonderfully well, but if you want life to happen the way you want it, because right now the very crux of your happiness and your well-being is this, if at all if you're unhappy, the only and only reason why you're unhappy is life is not happening the way you think it should happen. That's all it is. So if life is not happening the way you think it should happen, you're unhappy. If life happens the way you think it should happen, you are happy. It's as simple as that. So if life has to happen the way you think it should happen, first of all, how you think, with how much focus you think, how much stability is there in your thought, and how much reverberance is there in the thought process will determine whether your thought will become a reality or is it just…
Da, dragi telespectatori, ar fi multe de comentat pe marginea acestor filmulețe.
Ca de exemplu ce ne dorim. Pentru că ce spune Sadhguru aici este că noi cu mintea noastră cerem și noi într-adevăr avem un fel de copac al vieții. Să știți că universul asta ne dă. Noi dacă ne gândim într-un fel și dacă gândim frică dimineața până seara, frică generăm. Dacă noi o să spunem că vai, că nu suntem, nu ne descurcăm și că o să sărăcim, noi chiar sărăcim. Deci practic funcționăm sub un copac al dorințelor și știți acest lucru după legea atracției, că am vorbit, și e foarte important să vedem ce ne gândim și ce cerem, pentru că lucrul ăla se întâmplă. Materializăm gândurile pe care noi le trăim.
Bună, doamna doctor, ca de fiecare dată, dragi telespectatori, doamna doctor nu uită sărbătorile importante din calendarul creștin ortodox și întotdeauna are, nu știu dacă este mult spus, o adorație pentru sfinți. Și cum să nu ai o adorație când mâine este 14 octombrie și este ziua Sfintei Parascheva, sărbătorită acolo în capitala Moldovei, la Iași. A venit doamna doctor, după cum vedeți, cu icoana, cu frumoasa icoană a Sfintei Parascheva.
E o icoană foarte specială și ce este aici de remarcat este, dacă observați, că Sfânta Parascheva strălucește și în aceste haine modeste, pentru că unul din lucrurile pe care o caracterizează pe Sfânta Parascheva este modestia, smerenia, de fapt, care sunt necesare să fie unul din cele mai înalte calități al unei femei. Și noi, toate femeile, inclusiv eu, să știți că lucrez foarte mult cu Sfânta Parascheva, care mi mai trage așa de mânecă când sunt câteodată arogantă, când sunt câteodată prea mândră sau când sar calul, știți, adică. Și eu aș recomanda ca ziua de mâine să fie o zi la care noi toate femeile să ne gândim ce semnifică Sfânta Parascheva și cum ar trebui noi să fim așa femeile.
Bun, cu smerenie, Mioșu, la revedere, dragii telespectatori, la revedere de la dumneavoastră, mulțumindu cu tot respectul pentru participarea la aceste emisiuni, doamnei doctor. Dumneavoastră, cei care doriți să revedeți emisiunea, intrați, vă treziți mâine dimineață la ora 6 și sunteți pe VTV sau puteți să intrați pe YouTube, doamna doctor le postează acolo tot timpul. Mulțumesc, doamna doctor.
Cu mare drag.
O zi frumoasă în continuare, dragi telespectatori, ne reîntâlnim mâine la aceeași oră 17, numai bine.